is a sage advice that prevention is better than cure. Also, medications may seem the easier way out on a short-term basis. But doctors and researchers agree that non-medication related changes and life improvements are much sustainable and more effective in the long term. So keeping that in mind, in this video we'll discuss a few things and you can do to manage acid reflux without medications. Do you have acid reflux or GERD? These two conditions have a lot in common, but are different from each other. Normally, the valve that separates your stomach and esophagus open to let food pass, and then closes to keep acid in the stomach. When you have acid reflux, this valve doesn't function correctly. This common issue allows the stomach acid to move backwards into your esophagus, causing heartburn. Stomach acid is a strong mixture that helps digest your food. The lining of your stomach is designed to hold this acid, but your esophagus isn't. The lining of the esophagus burns when the acid touches it. Acid reflux comes and goes and can be triggered from a large meal. You can even have acid reflux without feeling it. Up to an hour a day can be normal. When acid reflux starts to last longer and happen all the time, it develops into a different condition called GERD. Gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD is more intense, longer lasting, and more regular than acid reflux. Acid reflux happens up to an hour per day, while GERD happens more often per day, less intense, very intense and painful, can often be treated at home and needs treatment from your healthcare provider. Both conditions, there are tips you can try at home to relieve your symptoms. First, avoid certain foods. People with reflux can easily manage symptoms by avoiding not all but very few common culprits. These foods include meat, fatty foods, spicy foods, tomatoes, onions, garlic, coffee, tea, chocolate, and alcohol. If you eat any of these foods regularly, you might try eliminating them. Number 2. Don't drink carbonated beverages. The fizziness of carbonated beverages comes from the gas that is pressurized into them. When you drink these beverages, gases are released, which in turn makes you burp. Burping sends acid into the esophagus and worsens the reflux. Drink flat water instead of sparkling water and cold drinks. Number 3. Stay up after eating. When you're standing or even sitting, gravity helps keep acid in the stomach. When you lie down on full stomach, food pushes up onto the esophagus and eventually causes reflux. For this, make it a habit to finish eating meals 3 hours before you go to bed. You should also avoid naps after lunch, avoid late suppers, and avoid midnight snacks. Also, it's probably best to avoid vigorous exercise for a couple of hours after eating. Things to do. Go for a stroll or casual walk is fine, but a more strenuous workout, especially if it involves bending over, can send acid into your esophagus. Number 4. Sleep on an inclined plane. Another way to let gravity do its job is inclining your bed when you sleep. When you incline your bed, gravity prevents upward rise of food and liquid into your esophagus, essentially preventing reflux. Ideally, your head should be 6 to 8 inches higher than your feet. You can achieve this by using extra tall bed risers on the legs of the bed to support the head of your bed. You can also try using a foam wedge support for your upper body. Just ensure you provide yourself uniform support and don't obstruct your natural sleep. And lastly, lose weight. The muscular structure that supports the lower esophageal sphincter helps to keep it tight and close. When a person is overweight, there is stress on this muscular structure, which leads to weakness. Studies have concluded that obesity is associated with a statistically significant increase in risk of reflux, GERD symptoms, erosive esophagitis, sore throat, and esophageal cancer. They also found that this risk progressively increases with increasing weight. Doctors agree that it's better to eat less, exercise more, and lose weight rather than undergo surgery or taking medications for acid reflux.